The advice I'm about to give you guys today will truly change your gameplay in all aspects. In defense, in attack, you guys will dominate. And I want to explain what's the secret and how I won here and what made me, score so many goals. Let's get into it. Okay, see, when you guys are playing this game, when you attacking, you guys must have a game plan in mind. And what's important, you guys must ask yourself questions before passing, before receiving the ball. Ask yourself questions and say, if I pass there, what's the implications? Will my player receive the ball? Will my player not receive the ball? Is my opponent, covering that passing lane? Is my opponent not covering that passing lane? That's the questions you must ask yourselves, guys. Because in order to dominate, you guys need to do that there. And if you guys want to become high-level players like there, look, I almost ended up scoring there. You guys see, you guys must just watch the way I play. But what's this all about? It's about, I'll tell you the big word. It's about constructive EAFC, constructive FC. What is constructive FC? It's when you ask yourself questions, okay? If I pass the ball, what happens here? If I dribble this direction, what's going to happen? Where my opponent is positioned, which side can I go? Can I make that pass, etc. If I shoot here, what's going to happen? You must ask yourself questions like, there, look, I scored. My chess coach always told me this year, when you play chess, you must ask yourself questions. Okay, if I make this move, what's going to happen? What my opponent is planning, all of that there, you see? And also the game, you have to have a game plan. You can't just play like a headless chicken at the end of the day. You can't. You have to pass the ball with a purpose, all of that, and know what you're doing. And also, try to improve on certain areas in the game. Ask yourself, okay, do I need to be aggressive now? Do I need to be passive now? What's the story? In defense, in attack, do I need to slow down my gameplay? Do I need to... Well, what happens if I go to the side? Is there more players covering the ground outside my opponent's players? Is it a 2v versus 1v? 2v versus 1v means, is there two players you're playing against, or is there one player you're playing against? Where is there more space? You do all of those things. You do mental calculations in the game. And I'm telling you, you will not go wrong at all. This is constructive FC. Like you guys see here how I'm playing. I'm playing with a purpose. I'm taking my time when I need to. I'm making that first time passes when I need to. You guys see, and there, bang, almost another goal. But then there I made a mistake. So you always want to ask yourself questions. Questions all the time are the answer. Ask yourself, okay, I got a ball now. What do I do in this scenario? Do I go that side? Do I go down the wing? How long I need to keep the ball in the center? But you need to think fast. You can't think slow. If you're not at that level as yet, you train yourself to become at that level. You train yourself, not to get good at something. You don't tell yourself you're not good at skills, you're not good at this. You practice, and then in game you try and practice. You try and implement what you practice. You guys see, it's all about training that muscle memory, asking yourself questions, if I trigger a player forward, what's going to happen? All of that. Where's my opponent's position? Where's the empty space, the green grass? And you guys will see, you guys will definitely get better. Questions are the answer. I always ask myself questions in the game, and I talk to myself in my mind sometimes or else, because since I don't stream, I talk to myself, and just, ask myself questions. Okay, I'm going down the wing, then I try to speak to myself, okay, I need to have a fast tempo here. Another thing also I used to learn from real soccer when I used to play, they used to say, man on. Man on means there's another player coming to mark you. So what you do in a game when there's a man on, you make a pass or you dribble into the empty space, you see. Another thing also, what's important, also learn this from other FC creator. I forgot his name. I think so. It's Alien something. So yeah, what he used to say, like when you learn this from real soccer, he say when you attacking, you don't just run one way like a headless chicken. Like let's say you run. Then if you see your opponent, like let's say if you're running down the wing, then you see your opponent following you that direction, then you change directions. Like there you see how I scored that goal, because I'm asking myself questions here. You see I'm already at 3-2. Like how I scored that goal. Let's see. Okay, I got a ball there, pass to Rodrigo. Now I'm thinking in my mind what I must do. Then I'm asking myself question, okay, that player's on a run. Now my opponent selected this player here. Questions again, constructive FC. That's what it's about, guys. That's what I want to teach you guys. You guys mustn't play like headless chickens. Okay, I see my opponent selected that indicator. So what I must do there, I must shift in a different direction, use the shield button, and you see I managed to beat my opponent. Now I pass to this player here, Metwidi. I'm looking at my opponent's movement, asking myself questions. I pass to him. Then before my player received the ball, I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking ahead. What I must do, my opponent selected this player here. Now, I'm going to push into the empty space. You see, you always ask yourself questions before making a pass. You must already know what you're going to do with the ball. There, I know there's space there. I take a touch into the empty space and then ask myself another quick question. Where's the goalkeeper position? Where am I shoot? It's either I must shoot here on the far post or the near post. You guys see the far post is at this side here. It's far from my from where the ball can go. So I ask myself the questions, near post or far post. And then I got it into the near post, but I looked where the goalkeeper's position. So you guys see these questions will help you guys get better. You know, all the videos I've been making so far, like with rewatching your gameplay, with playing less, all of that there is very, very important. You guys, I know what I'm saying. And also the other video what I made, all of these are very important. Just want to fast forward here. Let's go. I want to show you guys how much I won here. Okay, there I scored. It's another goal. Let's just see. I'm going to go back to where I scored the fourth goal and just show you guys here the questions I ask myself. Okay, here I have the ball here with Luis Diaz. Okay, there I managed to... Okay, that's a mistake by my opponent. You see, why my opponent ended up scoring here? Is my opponent asking himself questions? There I passed with Rodrigo. Okay, I did a cutback with Luis Diaz. Okay, I shot there. Now it's a corner. Let's just go back and let's see this here. Is my opponent asking questions? I did a cutback. Okay, dribbling with Luis Diaz. Pass there. Okay. Here, my opponent has the ball. Is he asking himself questions? Questions. He looks like he's not asking himself questions and he's not playing constructive FC. My opponent, he has a ball here. He should have taken a touch there. Look how much of space is there. That's why I say, guys, fall in love with the green grass. But don't daydream of marijuana now, please, guys. Else you'll smoke and you'll find yourself, you'll think you're really in the virtual pitch. So please don't do that, guys. But just imagine you're in the virtual pitch. But don't smoke to do that now. Okay? So there, never take a touch into the empty space. What's my opponent doing? Never take a touch into the empty space. Look, he's taking a touch into me. He thinks, I don't know what he thinks. Take a touch right into me. We meet up in accident. I'm still okay. And I got the ball in. So you see, that wasn't constructive FC from my opponent. And that's why I ended up scoring there. Because of the simple mistake, you never take a touch into the green grass. Let's fast forward now. Okay. Let's see what I do here. Let's go to the other goal. Okay, I scored with Lewandowski there. Let's see my build-up play. Okay, my opponent's rewarded the corner here. So let's see what he do in this scenario, what he does in this situation. Okay, he headed the ball out. Now let's see with my build-up play, how I build up here. Okay, taking my time, doing first-time passes when I need to. Holding on to the ball for a while. First-time passes, okay. Playing well like Kalen Moodley. See? Okay. Triggering players on runs. Waiting for a while. Pause there. Having a plan in mind. Constructive FC. Watching my opponent's movement because my opponent is ultimate weapon. Taking a touch there now. Bang, goal. You see the build-up play. So, yeah, guys, let's end this video right here. You guys know the story. Constructive FIFA, it's all about questions, questions, questions. Questions are the answer. Questions will make you get better. Ask yourself questions in a game when you're defending. Okay, my opponent is doing this here. What must I do? Must I be passive? Must I be aggressive in this situation? You know, you ask yourself all these questions, okay? Then when you attack, okay, which players I need to trigger forward, etc. I made videos on that. I said you guys must only trigger your fullbacks, your wingers, except your 2 CBs, and except your 1 CDM. There must be 3 players standing behind. So you ask yourself that questions. You ask yourself, okay, if I dribble this direction, what's going to happen? And blah, blah, blah. All of those things. I can make this video for an hour, but I'm not. Watch the other videos, take down notes, and ask yourself questions when you guys play this game. Okay, I'm going to end it right here, guys. If this video helps you out, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and yeah, comment what videos you'd like to see next, and soon the tutorials and the tactics will come. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Click on this video here if you want to learn some more secrets. Cheers, guys. Bye. Peace out.